Hey everybody, it's time to do some painting. It's been a few weeks, so this is where we're at. There we go. That's the picture we're working on. So we'll just jump right into it. Gerard, hello, welcome. Yes, this is a paint by number my grandma didn't want to do, so she sent this to me. Hunter Badger, thank you. I do have my water right here. I tried to make sure to drink a whole bottle, so I'll probably have to get up to pee at least once or twice. But my grandma had this, and she's not a big fan of these ones because the canvas is hard for her to do in her lap. Bearded Mexican, welcome. So I started this a while ago and I just haven't picked it up these past few weeks. So I figure we'll do that. What color do I feel like doing? Let's do 13. That's a pretty color. So these are just acrylic paints. That way I don't need any mineral spirits or anything special, just some water and the paint brushes that came with it. And it is an adult paint by number, so I know I'm kind of cheating, but that's okay. It's about having fun and relaxing. So how is everyone today? How is your weekend? Everything's off to a good start. Finishing up. I know a lot of people are still at work, just finishing up. Other people have just gotten off work, getting ready for dinner time. So we did a lot of the overall colors. Now it's just gonna getting into more of the details and the intricate work. Let me see if might help a little bit. These colors are pretty close together. And I don't have the best camera, so it's not going to be doing anything amazing, but I had a nice relaxing day. That's good. I did too. It's been raining and I got totally distracted, lost track of time because I was sitting on the couch listening to the rain come down with my kitty. She was not happy that I moved us over to the computer, but I didn't want to cancel because, like I said, I've been putting off continuing the art for way too long. So I'm just switching back and forth between water and paint. Make sure I have a pretty generous amount, but not too much because I don't want it to bleed over. Try and get some of these smaller details. Because that was another thing my grandma didn't like about this one, is some of these details are getting too small for her. She is celebrating her 91st birthday this weekend, so my aunts and uncles are all in town. They've been vaccinated. They're getting together with my dad, and they're gonna have a nice weekend celebrating her birthday since they couldn't last year, and they missed her 90th, so they are happy to celebrate her 91st. And I'm just hoping they send me pictures because I wish I could be there, but I am not fully vaccinated yet. Soon, hopefully. If everything goes well, I get my next shot on the 26th. brushes that came with are not the greatest, so I'm just, like I said, going back and forth between water and paint to try and keep the bristles together so that I can have a fairly decent looking finished product. And since the water's thinning out the paint a bit, there are some spots where the numbers bleed through, so I'm gonna have to go through and touch those up. Just put down a few layers. And thank you, Beard Mexican. I will tell her happy birthday for you. I'm sure she will appreciate it. I already sent her birthday present up a while ago, so while she was recovering from heart surgery, she was stuck in quarantine all by herself, and no one could go see her because lockdowns and stuff. So we got her a really nice Scrabble board because she really likes playing Scrabble. And it's one where the pieces lock and it spins so she can play against herself, which is something she also enjoys. And she can put it in her lap without worrying of the pieces shifting every time she tries to spin the board around. So she has been using that a bunch, and I'm glad we could get that to her a little early. Because she'd still like it now, it's just, it meant a lot while she was kind of stuck, unable to socialize or see anyone. She couldn't even hang out with the other adults who are recovering because COVID, so. I get wanting to be extra careful, especially in a community, even though everyone's been vaccinated, but it's just been a little hard on everybody. So I'm really glad they're getting together. They're getting some time to hang out. That she's been enjoying her Scrabble board. Can do a little extra to celebrate because it's not often all of her adult kids are in the same state. So the fact that they can take advantage of it right now is really good and really exciting. Okay. I'm trying to work left to right, top to bottom, since I'm right-handed. That way I'm not dragging my hand across any of the wet paint. You know, as fun as that would be, smearing my paint everywhere. And that way I can double check my work as I go along. Second dose in a couple weeks. Yay! Yeah, hopefully as vaccines roll out, because I've been reading the CDC guidelines and what recommendations there are, and it's just they don't want unvaccinated people commingling, obviously. If you are vaccinated, then you can commingle with a single vaccinated or a single unvaccinated pod, but not multiples. And you're only fully vaccinated 2 weeks after your second dose of the Pfizer or the Moderna, or 2 weeks after the Johnson & Johnson. And then you're still supposed to mask up in public and social distance and stuff. But once everyone's vaccinated, they're relaxing that and testing those boundaries a bit more. I tried reading the World Health Organization guidelines, but there aren't any. So I've been talking with people in other countries to see what their recommendations are, because obviously the CDC is just in America. Just to kind of get an idea of where everyone's at, because unfortunately I don't trust our government to be fully honest. that's okay. Pretty much no one trusts their government, to be fully honest, at this point, which is a little depressing. But hopefully together we can all kind of work this out. But in just a couple more weeks, I will hopefully be able to leave my house. The weird thing is, like, you know you're an adult when you're excited to go to the grocery store. Because I haven't been to one in over a year. And I just want to, like, take back my bottles. I want to be able to pick out my own produce. Like, I enjoyed going to the grocery store before the pandemic. It was my way to chill. I'd just walk up and down each aisle, see what's new, see what I wanted to try, what looked interesting. So, like, not having that is really weird. Because it's one of those small things that you take for granted. You're like, when would I ever not be able to go to the grocery store? And yet, here we are. Just need to put another layer down because it's not pigmented enough. That's part of my problem with painting is I tend to, Sayora, hello. I understand you're working. I appreciate you stopping by. Also, extra congratulations on getting the sponsorship. That's super exciting. I know you were disappointed last time around, so I'm glad they kept watching and are happy with everything you've been doing. That's been my project this week, is learning more about media kits and pitch decks. I know it's way too soon for me. I'm still really small, but I'm talking with more partnered streamers and they don't know what to do, but they're also overwhelmed with everything they have right now. So hopefully I can help them kind of figure out what their next steps are and help them get pitch decks and media kits together. With my sales background, I think that could be a good fit. So I'm very excited to see it working out for you. Also, thank you. Yeah, this is the picture. It's much larger. Like, here, everything on this is in centimeters because I'm American and not super great with metric. So I didn't realize how large this painting was gonna be. It's like, sure, I can do this in one day. Here we are, like 3 streams later, and I'm still not done. Yeah, it's that time of year. It's a good time to be working on like the pitch decks and stuff. So I've been enjoying all of your information on it. And you're kind of giving me a kick in the butt, even though I know it's too soon for me. But if I can help some other people, since I have the time, I think that'd be great. And also, if you don't know who Sayora Streaming is, please check her out. Click on that name. Same with all of them. Bearded Mexican, Gerard, all these wonderful people, all these wonderful streamers. Check each other out. If you like what you see, drop them a follow. If you don't, that's okay. Just don't be a dick about it. I'm in such a weird mood today, you guys. I'm trying real hard. I've been having some very deep, intense conversations with friends today. Because again, it's just that time of year. Don't be a dick about it. Life advice. Exactly. It's amazing that it still needs to be said. Like, we're all adults. Why do you have to be reminded not to be a dick? And yet, it still needs to happen. Though there are some instances and some people where I encourage them to be more of a dick. Like, there are some cases where I need to stand up for myself more, so I need to be more of a dick. Which sucks, because I don't want to be a dick. But also, I am sick and tired of being walked all over and feeling bad for trying to set boundaries. Oh my gosh, Sayora, exactly. Like, for how horrible 2020 was and pandemic and everything, I've learned so much. I've grown so much. It's been super transformative for myself, for my friends. Like, it's been a lot, and it's been really hard because none of us were really expecting any of this. And even from the beginning, like, I knew it was going to take a couple years for us to sort out with the novel virus and everything. It's just kind of how it goes. I didn't expect us to have the vaccines yet. So I'm glad we do, because I don't know what I'd be doing. I'm struggling already. It would be more of a struggle, though, if the vaccine wasn't, like, on the horizon for me. But yeah, it's just now that the vaccines come around, like, you can start to relax a bit. But as you can start to relax, that's when the stuff you've been suppressing starts coming up. So it's a very difficult spring right now for a lot of people, myself included. Because a lot of the things that I was ignoring as stressors are coming up, and it's like, hey, remember this thing that you decided to put off? Yeah, I'm still here. But it is what it is. And that's why we're painting today. My project this week is one of my friends told me to play. To go out and play like I did when I was a kid. And I don't know how to do that. So that's the other thing I'm researching, is how to even play. Like, what did I do when I was 5 or 8? Like, what was fun for me? Yeah, Gerard, that's my thing. Like, it's so close that I kind of want to get out there, but at the same time, it's so close. It's just a little bit longer. It's like 1 more month, and then I can move on. But that's 1 more month. But after a year of being so careful, it makes sense. Makes sense to just wait a little longer. And then once everyone, well, the majority, hopefully, because I know not everyone's going to be vaccinated, but once the majority are vaccinated, that's going to be my real test, because, like, I'm having panic attacks having to go to my doctor's offices. So to actually have to try and go back out in public again is going to be really hard. And I haven't had to deal with other people, so I haven't had to work on setting and maintaining boundaries or any of that stuff. So having to do that again is going to be exhausting. But it'll be good. It's important and healthy. I just have to try and make sure I don't go through a hoe phase, because girl's thirsty. Oh my Lanta, girl's thirsty. Just saying. Yeah, it's same in Michigan. It's kind of everywhere, where there are people who are, like, they're making mistakes and taking risks just because they're so over it. There are people who just didn't believe it from the beginning, who have been making choices and taking risks the whole time. They're like, well, it didn't happen to me yet. And then there are the people who have been taking it very seriously the whole time, and it's just going to be a big adjustment trying to get out of that. Hot boy summer, right? Oh man, I haven't been in a relationship 2 or 3 years now. And so going into 2020, like my New Year's resolution, which is why I didn't make New Year's resolutions this year. My New Year's resolution last year was to try and date and get out there and like learn these things. And so I had just had like a couple dates after being single for at least a year, maybe 2. I can't remember. And then we go on lockdown. So in the last year, I think I've had 2 hugs total. And that's been all the physical affection that I've had. No holding hands, no kissing. And even that, the hugs were with family members. So it wasn't anything like, ooh. So again, like, I need to try and make sure I don't go super crazy. Because that's not what I want. But at the same time, it could be really, I don't know what's going to happen. After being locked down for so long, and same with a bunch of my friends, I don't know what's going to happen. I know what happened in history with the Spanish flu. So I have a feeling it's going to be similar. It's just, am I going to add to it or not? Hopefully not. I'm not a very physically affectionate person. It actually makes me pretty uncomfortable. So it just wasn't really something I needed. But then through winter, and it just kept going. And going. And going. So even as introverted and non-physically affectionate as I am, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel this. So I can only imagine for my extroverted and physically affectionate friends just how bad this really is. So I can have some compassion for people making choices that I wouldn't, because I'm starting to feel like what people felt after 3 months. It just took me a year to get there. Yeah, just not being around coworkers. That's why I'm scared. Like, I just haven't been around people for over a year now. And even before that, I was pretty introverted. So it's not like I was around people a lot. It was normally a couple days a week. And I haven't been around people, like, at all for a year. So this could be a problem. An introvert extrovert. See, I'm an extroverted introvert. So I recharge by being alone, but I can fake it really well because I've worked in sales my entire life. So I know how to turn it on. It's just really exhausting. I do kind of feed off some energy from people, but I mostly recharge alone. Let's see. I don't think there's any in there. I think it's just down there. Oh, my nose is running. Oh no. There. Pollen season. Yeah, like I said, I don't need a whole lot of time around other people. I do pretty well all by myself. But after a year, I'm like, okay, can I just like go sit at the bar? I don't even need a drink or anything. Can I just go be where people are? Because I love people watching. And so yeah, that's my thing. Like, let's play this game. When you're at a party, like a house party, which person are you? I think that's really telling, and I think that's kind of a fun game to get to know people. Because I am the person who likes to sit in the corner and watch everybody, and every now and then I'll join in the conversation. But for me, it's way more fun to watch everyone else enjoying themselves. Which sounds kind of depressing, but it really isn't. Jamie, thank you. I know we're trying to get Lexi affiliated, so I appreciate you stopping by, but I get it if you want to make sure she gets your view, because she's so close. She's so close. It depends. Yes, like even if it's a party where I don't know people, I'm not gonna be there. Like I'll just find any reason not to go. If I have to go and I don't really know people, that's where sales persona comes out. So then I put on a show because that's how I feel comfortable. Whereas if it's my friends, that's where I sit in the corner and I just watch, because I think it's way more fun to watch them enjoying things. Like it's not imperative for me to be a part of the conversations. And then I feel bad because I know they're not used to that. And they're like, why do you come if you're not enjoying yourself? I'm like, but I am. I'm just enjoying sitting in the corner watching. I can be a part of it without actually having to be a part of it. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why I'm more extroverted around people I don't know, because I'm used to having to put on that mask and that persona. And then when it's around people I do know, I'm much more reserved. So it's probably very confusing because I get quieter the more you know me. Depending on how we're introduced, of course. Yeah, bearded Mexican, I get that for you. You definitely can put on a really good conversation, but at the same time, I get when you just want some space to do your own thing. But that's why I find it so funny, like seeing how all these different people stream differently. Because it basically is like this big house party in my brain. And so we're all these different people at all these different times. So if we're like, there are the people who are performing and putting on a show, and then there are the people who are just kind of chillaxing in the corner doing their own thing. And I don't know, it's kind of interesting when you look at it that way. So like, I've been struggling with streaming because I thought it was supposed to be a performance. Like, I keep trying to perform and that's what I'm used to doing. But that's exhausting for me. And so I can't keep up. Not that there's really anything to keep up with. But in my brain, I can't keep up because I can't entertain all the time. I can't perform 24/7. But if I'm not providing entertainment, then what am I doing here? Because it's an entertainment platform. So that's what I've been trying to wrap my brain around, and in finding value for what I bring and what I'm doing on here. I think that's all the darker. Oh my, that was loud. No, Haley, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that very much. Yes, I'm still learning how to talk about what I'm thinking and feeling. So it's one of those where I like to look on the bright side. I like trying to find the positive in things. That's not my normal, and so I struggle still because it's an adjustment that I've been working on for years. It's not how I was raised. It's not how my family reacts. It's not what we focus on. And online, a lot of people focus on the negative. So it's jarring for me because I don't want to push the toxic positivity where everything's fine. It's like, yeah, there's bad things that happen, but look at the good that comes of it. So it's just a hard balance. It's really weird. Oh yeah, Bearded Mexican, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing your dinner pictures. Please send me some. Just thinking about whatever you're probably making is making me hungry because I know it's going to be delicious. There's a big chunk. Okay. So I think I got most of it. Yeah, so we can slide over. Like I said, I'm trying very hard to work left to right and make sure that I'm getting all this stuff. And this is much larger than my desk. Oh, thank you. I know the purple looks a lot better on my camera than the blue. I need to refresh it already because it did fade pretty quickly. I'm used to working with permanent colors, not semi-permanent, so that's another thing. Normally pink holds really well in my hair, but the pink is what faded the fastest. So probably this weekend I'll refresh that since it's been 2 weeks and see if I can brighten up some of these colors. But even so, it's one of those... Oh, you're dyeing your hair? Oh, what colors are you doing? Please tell me you're posting pictures. Are you going to do a TikTok of it later? I've been enjoying your TikToks. I need to start posting TikToks again and I don't know what to post. I'm still trying to find out what my thing is, what my niche. And everyone says to just make sure you niche down. Make sure you're posting for your niche. Do your call to actions. Like, I just want to be silly and have fun. I don't want to take stuff so seriously. It's exhausting to have to be serious all the time. Thought I saw more over here. Oh yeah, that one. The giant spot right there. Oh, that's not even on camera because I'm a jerk. Yeah. There. It is nice when there's a much larger section to paint. I don't have to be so meticulous. Well, I appreciate that because I have no idea. I don't get a whole lot of feedback on stuff. So I'm just kind of like literally throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing if it sticks. Trying a little bit of everything. But I'm also a little bit of everything. Like, I don't want to pretend to be something I'm not. And also I have a major case of imposter syndrome with most things I do, but especially when it comes to streaming. But it's a lot of things where, like, I don't know what I'm trying to build. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Like, just trying to have some fun and like not have people be mean to me for trying to have some fun. If I could go a week without a troll showing up, that'd be great. Because that just totally ruins my mental health for the week. And it sucks because I let it. And I know that I don't want to, but I can't help it. And because the trolls like have such an effect on me, I was like, why am I even doing this if it's gonna have such an effect? I should have a thicker skin. Nice deep breath. I was going through one of my old videos to highlight it, and it was from Valentine's Day. It sucked. It really sucked having to rewatch that. That was a really, really hard stream for me. And so having to watch that struggle of a stream, so far, that's the hardest part of streaming for me, is having to go back and edit my own videos and rewatch some of this stuff. It was bad. It was bad. It was just one of those where like anything that could go wrong did go wrong. So it was late starting. So I was stressed out because I was trying something really fancy that I'd never done before. It was going to take the whole 2 hours. It was a lot of moving components. And then like my internet kept dropping and kept lagging. My computer wasn't working right. People were complaining. So I'm sitting here like just trying to cook a lasagna for myself. And there wasn't a single positive thing anyone was saying. And I was already stressed. And so watching it back, like, I could hear it in my voice that I was about to cry. And I was trying really hard not to cry. And I was trying really hard not to cancel that stream because I had ordered all of the supplies and I had, like, hyped it up. And I was really excited to do it. It was really hard. I mean, it's one of those where people are trying to be helpful. And so if it's dropping frames, thank you for letting me know, but at the same time, I can't do anything about it. I'm already live. Like, now's not the time. Like, DM me maybe, or let me know to rewatch the video, or like, if it's so bad that you can't tolerate watching it, that's something. And so that's where it was at, is like, because people kept saying it. I'm like, do you guys want me to cancel the stream? Like, is it so bad that I just need to do this off stream and take pictures or make it a TikTok or something? Like, I don't know what you want from me. I need you to communicate more than, oh my God, the frame rate's so bad, or OMG, your camera sucks, or OMG, like, and then you add that to me already stressed. Like, I could not handle that at that moment. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm just trying to cut some onions. Can I just start that? Because like I was making the lasagna sauce from scratch, which I've never done, and it needed to simmer for an hour. And I'm like, I just need to get this part started, and then maybe we'll have some time to work on some stuff. If you guys could just give me that? Like, I don't know. And again, I don't think anyone was trying to be rude. Like, I do believe they were just trying to be helpful. It just was really hard to rewatch that and have to like go through that moment again of I was just trying to do something nice for myself and have a cute self-care Valentine's Day. And instead I was like about to cry. I was like shaking. I ended up burning myself that day because I was so distracted. Also, hi if and when. How are you? Big plans this weekend? I'm guessing you just got out of your Friday meetings because it's about that time. But that's what I mean, like, it's really easy for me to latch on and dwell on the negative. So I have to be really careful because that stuff will just keep running through my brain for the next like 3 days. Oh, you napped? Nice. Today is like the perfect nap day. I was trying really hard not to nap because I knew if I did, I would not be up in time to stream. But man, listening to that rainstorm was putting me out. Oh, good. Yeah, it's just like the beginning was so shaky. I just needed to get the sauce started. Like I just needed to get that going because I knew that was going to take the longest. And if I couldn't get that going, then it was just going to be too long of a stream and I was going to end up really hurting myself because I have a specific limit with my body. Ugh. Sorry, I opened all the windows to listen to the rain and now the pollen's getting me. Yeah, if and when it's been raining the last couple of days, and it's been gorgeous. It was really pretty. So, like, the end of the stream was fine, but I didn't even get to highlight that because the beginning of it, like, just put me right back there. And then I didn't realize how much being back in that moment had affected me until I went to try journaling last night. Ugh. Change is hard. Change is so hard. Oh, there's one. But I think we're supposed to have a clear day tomorrow. So hopefully I can go check my garden and see if anything's come up. My seedlings do need to be transplanted soon. So I'm hoping I can do that. I just want to make sure it's not going to get too cold over the next few weeks. Because Michigan likes to do that. It's been gorgeous though. It's been above 70, like almost 80 degrees here. But yeah, video editing, I enjoy it for what little I know how to do, but having to watch myself to do the video editing, it's so hard. Especially since I don't know what I want out of my streams. So I have to like keep rewatching the same one over and over to figure out how to edit it down. And to start on that one of all of them, that was just such a hard one. But we're still at it. I'm still cooking. I still have to figure out what to cook next week, so if you have suggestions. So yeah, if you have suggestions on how to play, if you have suggestions on what to cook, I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. Suggestions on what to put on social media. Because I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Ever. I have so much newfound respect for parents. Because now that I'm in my 30s, I'm just like, I have no clue what I'm doing. How did my parents try and raise 3 young kids and pretend to know that they knew exactly what was going on at all points? Because I'm clueless. Like that should be a marketable skill. That I am so good at pretending that I know what's going on that even my kids believe me. Because kids doubt everything. Or at least I did. Right? Like, I can't even imagine having kids right now with everything going on. Like, I'm so clueless. How would I try and, like, help a little kid understand the world? How would I fake that I know what I'm doing so much? Like, I would love to be a parent one day, but at the same time, oh my goodness, it's terrifying to me. Absolutely terrifying. I don't know, like all through my 20s, I kept saying I didn't want kids, and then I hit my 30s and was like, yeah, I lied to myself and everyone else all through my 20s. I do actually want kids. I don't know where that came from. But I had a lot of medical issues in my 20s, so I honestly thought I couldn't have kids, and I was preparing myself for that eventuality. And now I'm in my 30s and like, yeah, I was just straight up lying to myself. That's okay. Which is probably good. It's probably a good thing I didn't have kids in my 20s. Hi, Katie. How's the sticker bombing going? I was enjoying watching that the other day. There's so many great streamers in here, if and when you are a streamer. So don't even start with me. I don't care that you've had a few weeks off because life. You're still a streamer. You're still one of my favorites. I love you so much. Don't ever stop. If I ever make it big, I'm going to gift, if and when, so much money just so I can watch him, like, not be able to react on stream. I love it so much. It looked like you were getting really close to finishing, Katie. I just missed the very end. I had to, like, step away for something, and I came back and it was over. I probably had to step away for a lot longer than I thought it was. No, if and when, like, if we want to get real serious real fast, you're the reason I learned it's okay not to be hyper all the time. Because my experience was only hyper streamers, so that's why I was trying to put on such a show. And then I came across your page. I'm like, I really enjoy watching this person. And he's not constantly in your face, hyper, overexcitable about every little thing. And I loved it. And after like a month of watching them, I'm just like, oh yeah, I could do that too. I don't have to sit here and be all hyper over the top, exhausting myself, because that's not me. Oh no, it crapped out. I'm sorry, Katie. That's no fun. So if nothing else, if and when, I appreciate you. I mean, I know some people who are just hyper, and then it's kind of funny, like my mama bear keeps coming out lately. So one of my friends from streaming was online the other day, and oh gosh, I think he was playing Apex or something, and he got a big raid. He had been drinking, and he's a chatty Cathy. He likes to talk a lot about anything and everything, and he was really excited and a little tipsy. Someone came into his chat and told him he talked too much. He needed to stop talking so much. And I about went off and was like, it's not my channel. It's not my place. But oh my gosh, dude, with all these people telling us to always be talking, like to make him feel bad about being chatty. I was so mad. I was so mad for him. He handled it well, but I was so mad. And those are the TikToks I need to not make, because that's the stuff where I'd be like, oh my gosh, you guys, I almost went off on this dude because he told my friend to stop talking so much. Right? I was so mad. And he did this in front of a huge raid that I had guided. I was so excited. He was so excited. It was like the biggest viewership he had ever had. So he was just like, he didn't know what to do. It was cute. And then this guy comes in and like poos all over it. That's the stuff that makes me not want to stream. It was like, he's just having fun. He's excited. And we're appreciating that. And then someone has to come in and just be a negative Nancy about it. Like, go away. Go be pissy at someone else. Let us just be silly over here. We're not hurting anyone. Oh my gosh, Sayora, if that happened and I was in there, I probably would have went off yesterday. And you'd be like, Erin, you can't do that. You can't come back for a while. I know, I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying. Hello, Topher. How are you? I'm trying not to add to the negativity, but like, I'm so fed up with it. Like, I'm at my limit. And so I don't want to take it out on people who are probably just also at their limit. But at the same time, like, take your negativity out of the door and don't come back. Like, I'm so sick of it. And even all this stuff with like Twitch not wanting people to bully on or off stream. Like, get over it. Why are you so upset? Like, why don't we have all of the posts of like, hey, this is exciting? It always has to be done in a negative context. And again, I'm probably just oversensitive to the negativity. But it started with people being upset that Twitch put out this update. And then people were upset at people being upset. I was like, okay, two negatives do not make a positive here. Why can't we just be like, hey, I appreciate Twitch is doing this thing, and that go viral? Because that's not whatever goes viral. But it's exhausting when everything I do and everything I see is always so negative. So negative. And even now, like, I'm complaining about stuff, which is still negative. I'm complaining about the negativity. Dang it. Anyway, Topher, I'm glad you're off work. Happy weekend. Ugh, I hate when people, again, negativity. I don't want to, but again, I get that streamers tend to be pretty selfish and self-focused, but it has nothing to do with you. Like, can't you just be excited someone else got something good and congratulate them instead of being like, well, I guess that's good for you because I'm just over here working my butt off and not getting stuff like that. But yay. It's like, can we not be passive aggressive and just be happy? That'd be great. Thanks. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hanging out in Anime Daddy's Discord has been really interesting because drama. There's always drama. But the way, yeah, fear-mongering is views. Melville, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Get my Sailor Moon lockets out. But it's kind of shown me how to work on my boundaries better. As weird as that sounds, because there are people who are negative just to be negative, and then there's people who are being negative and venting, which is fine with me. it's just the people who are being negative just to be negative. Like, stop with the pity mongering, stop with the fear mongering, stop with, just stop. But that's what works. That's what gets the views. Topher, that's why I keep questioning, because there's so much negativity surrounding everything with the internet and Twitch that I just don't know if it's the best and healthiest place for me. But I keep coming back because I'm hoping it's not my masochism that keeps me coming back, but I'm hoping it's that I'm learning how to set better boundaries and how to deal with the negativity, because it's always going to be there. And hopefully being able to add a little more positive space is the goal. And it's just taken me almost 5 months to figure that out. I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes. It's all good. It's all good. We're getting there, though. But it is really hard when it's just constant negativity, constant trolls, constant people trying to poo-poo this and that, and when it's coming at all angles, you just, why keep fighting? But the point of fighting is to make that space. Again, I apologize. My allergies are going crazy. Well, I like you, Topher, so whenever you want to hang, I'm here for you. I know a little bit of what you've got from what you've told me. And it's a lot. Like, our lives pretty much live on the internet right now, but there's still so much going on outside of the internet in our lives that to have that much drama and stress and negativity from something that's supposed to be fun, relaxing, a good pastime, a hobby that could maybe turn into a career. It's just a lot. Yeah. Well, it's interesting too for me. I try and look at things like a game, which is kind of terrible, but that's my coping mechanism. And it helps me to kind of take a step back from the emotions of it. Oh yeah, my allergies are going crazy this year. So like for me, I've had more people block me since I joined Twitch than in my entire life. Ronan, welcome. How are you? Like, I honestly don't think I've ever been blocked on social media in my entire life until I got on Twitch. And now I have people blocking me left and right, and I have no idea why. And it's not the fact that they're blocking me. Like, if people want to block me, fine. It's just, I start getting concerned because I don't know why. Like, if there's a problem, I think people can talk to me. I thought I was pretty open and available to these people for conversations. So I don't know what I'm doing to give off the sense that, like, people don't think they can talk to me about things, especially negative things. And so it's just really confusing to me because I'm like, am I actually super toxic and I just don't know it? Which is going to be the worst thing, because if I don't know the problem, how can I fix it? Or if I even want to fix it. So then I'm going through trying to figure out what the problem could be, which is also not helpful. People are adults, they can use their words. But I'm just so concerned that I'm doing something toxic without knowing, and people think that I don't want to fix it, so they can't tell me. And this just gets stuck in a loop in my head of like, what am I doing that's so bad for people to keep blocking me? Yeah, it's just like when it's one off, that's one thing. When it's two, that's another. But it's now 3 people in like the last 2 months, and then I've had other people in my life make statements about like the phrasing they use, thinking I'm gonna get mad if they bring up something negative. I'm like, why would I get mad at that? Like, you're okay to tell me how you feel. Like, that's fine. Why do people think that I'm gonna get so mad? Like, I'm not an angry person. So it really confuses and does my head in. But it's something that I didn't have to confront as often because I wasn't online as much. So it's interesting to have Twitch bring that up, and how someone blocking me like brings up this other stuff and those fears. It's not the fact they're blocking me, it's that they're doing so without talking to me, and I have zero context as to what the problem was or is or could be. So it's very confusing. And then how that like leads to some other fear, which leads to another fear, which leads to another fear. Thank you, Mel, because again, like, I don't think I'm completely off base in thinking I'm approachable, but then these keep happening. I'm like, maybe I'm the one who's super off base, and I just don't realize. I don't know. Let's do a green color. I think green sounds good. Ooh, yeah, let's work around the owl's face. If and when, thank you, that's all I ask. If anyone has a problem with me, bring it up. And that's something, like, again, I'm trying really hard to work on healthy boundaries. It's been a very long struggle for me. It's not something that comes naturally. And one of those comes with the negative talk. And it's one of those where I don't want people to not be able to talk about negative things. But I think it's more trying to figure out the context and phrasing that works for me, if that makes sense. So for me, it doesn't go well if someone's like, I can't believe this person, they're so terrible. Because then you're just shitting all over someone, and I don't like that. That makes me super uncomfortable. But if you were to come to me and be like, okay, I'm having an issue, this person did a thing and it made me feel this way. That's fine. We can talk about your feelings all day, good, bad, whatever. But if you just want to crap all over someone, I'm not the person to do that with. That makes me feel real gross real fast. But I don't know how to convey that to people in clear and concise manners. Because communication is hard. Well, that wasn't a lot. All right. There's quite a bit of green right here in the middle of the face, so let's work on that. When I was growing up, I was obsessed with olive green. It's always been different shades of green and purple. So for a while it was olive green and like a reddish purple. But now it's back to like a lime neon green, child of the 80s, and an electric purple are my favorites. But the conversations I really like to have, so again, I don't do super great with small talk. And I also understand a lot of people don't go well with getting super into the nitty gritty like I enjoy. So trying to run a Discord is really hard because a lot of people are just like, hey, how's the day going? And it's like, tell me about your childhood fears. Let's talk about trauma. I don't actually do that in Discord, but that's the stuff I tend to prefer to get into. So even with one of my friends today, we were talking about like dreams and aspirations and what dreams have you hit and what dreams are you still working on, and at what point in our adult lives did we give up on dreaming and why? Why did that happen? Which most people would probably be like, I just wanted to like say hi. So if you feel like sharing, I would love to know your dreams and aspirations. If you have any, because that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. When I got into my journal a few days ago, there was a post, well, not a post, but there was an entry where I wrote my dreams and aspirations from 4 years ago. And I'm not even remotely close to any of them. I have barely made strides towards any of them. And that's okay, because life got in the way. It wasn't the right time. But it's also kind of depressing. And in thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I kind of stopped working towards those for quite a while in there. Which got me thinking, why? Ooh, Dr. Pepper. I haven't had that in a while. So if you don't have Dr. Pepper, a very easy way to get yourself a Dr. Pepper is Pepsi. I think it has to be regular. I can't remember if it worked with diet. And adding pickle juice tastes just like Dr. Pepper. So if you're at a picnic and you really want a Dr. Pepper, but they don't have any, but they have Pepsi, get that and some pickles. And you'll have Dr. Pepper. I know, it was the weirdest thing. I don't even remember. I think I was at a picnic and they didn't have Coke, so I had a Pepsi and I was eating pickles and I was like, this tastes just like Dr. Pepper. So I really think it's just Pepsi with pickle juice. I swear. Like, someone else try it. It could just be that my palate is so messed up. But I swear that it's just Pepsi mixed with pickle juice. And you'll have Dr. Pepper. I still have to try it, but I did see a TikTok of someone who mixed Mountain Dew with blue Powerade. And that's supposed to be the Baja Blast. They swear it tastes just like Baja Blast. So if you don't feel like going to Taco Bell and you want some Baja Blast, get yourself some Mountain Dew and a blue Gator or blue Powerade. Powerade, not Gatorade. These are the life hacks you didn't know you needed, but you always wanted. Mountain Dew Pitch Black, yes! Oh man. So I was all about Surge back in the day, and therefore Mountain Dew just never did it for me. Everyone else was obsessing on like Code Red or whatever. Like, nah, give me back my Surge. And then they came out with Red Bull and all this other stuff. Ugh. I say blech, but then my favorite alcoholic beverage uses a Red Bull in it, so you can take my blech with a grain of salt. TikTok is a very strange and wonderful beast. It amuses the heck out of me. So I'm on, like, TikTok just doesn't understand me, and that's okay. It never will. I don't understand me. So, yes, we're working on an owl. Oh no, Katie, go for it. This is just if you want some music and chatter in the background. I'm working on some painting. It's very chill as we get ready for our weekend shenanigans. It's a nice, like, decompression from work to go into weekend mode. Because most people are probably going to go do community games after this. But TikTok I find absolutely hilarious. So I go between a lot of different groups on there. And it's interesting to see how, like, sounds will trend on gay TikTok or lesbian TikTok or the Alphabet Mafia TikTok, we'll just call it. And then to see how the trend translates to straight TikTok in, like, different ways, how it's used. It's so funny to me. Or the fact that there'll be a sound trending so big on, like, 16 to 18-year-old TikTok that the rest of us are just clueless, completely clueless of. You love Red Bull? Ugh, no, it's so sugary. Cannot do it. Unless it's a Johnny Vegas. Can do a Johnny Vegas. Will gladly do a Johnny Vegas. As I'm getting closer to being fully vaccinated, I'm starting to, like, daydream about the things I'm gonna do. And one of them, I was in Unstable Pisces chat the other day, and we were talking about drinks because he wants a signature drink for his Discord. I'm like, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to just go hang out at a bar. Which isn't something I did before at all. But man, right now, I could go for a drink. I just want someone to make me a fancy cocktail. I want to sit back and sip on it. Watch all the people being super thirsty, hitting on each other, laughing with the bartender about all the craziness, while I sip on a fancy cocktail that I did not make myself. Like, to me, that sounds super awesome right now. Year ago me? Absolutely not. I would hate that. I've always wanted a 10 bar. I think it'd be really fun, but I didn't want to put money into the training because here they charge you like $5,000 to be a certified bartender. And if you don't have that certification, then you need someone to, like, take pity on you. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know if I've had flavored Red Bull. Oh, I missed some over there. Well, that's okay. We'll get back to it. I don't see any more there. Oh, I missed some up there too. Dang, I did a terrible job. Oh, there's one down here. People complain? Oh my gosh, I can't see anyone complaining you're an asshole. Then again, I could see you not wanting to have to sit and listen to them whine about every little thing and be like, okay, what are you ordering? Like, I got a job to do. And then they would complain because they're like, but I just wanted to complain to the bartender. Aren't you supposed to be my makeshift therapist? No, I'm here to tend bar, literally. It's in the name, bartender. Yeah, if and when I get that. Working in sales my entire life, I would get all kinds of weird complaints because I just some days couldn't muster the energy. Like, I understand that I have resting bitch face. I'm okay with it, but like, the fact people would get offended because my face wasn't smiley enough, like, that's on you, dude. I'm not mad. I'm not scowling. I just have a resting bitch face. Like, there was a trend on TikTok for a while to see if you could get your face to match a 0 score up to 100 for smiling. And I don't know if people were faking it and struggling to get it to reach 0, because like I open the app and it's like 0. Like, I guess I just have a very neutral face. To me, it's not difficult. And now I saw a trend coming through of like, what's the face you make to get people to back off? I'm like, as does my normal face. People don't approach me. I guess I'm just not an approachable person until you get to know me. Yeah, people do get upset over some real dumb stuff. It's kind of funny. I do like, I think it was Tosca who said this, and so Jordan kind of picked it up, that those are the shoes they choose to wear, or that's the hat they chose to put on. So that's been helpful for my mental health, to be like, well, we all know that's not what I meant when I said the thing. That's just the way they took it. Kind of like this whole Twitch getting rid of bullies. It's like, well, if you took it as they were attacking you, then you're probably being a bully. Whereas the rest of us are like, yay, we're going to get rid of the trolls and the bullies. That sounds great. Let's do it. Oh no, you had to stand up. That's horrible. That is the worst. Like, I would be super mad. I was low-key mad I had to put on pants today. I seriously thought about canceling stream just so I didn't have to put on pants, because I didn't want to. Even though I'm sitting, it's just I know I would forget and stand up. And I'm not here to scar anyone or get myself banned or canceled. But yeah, no one needs to see me without pants. It's okay. Should be some, yeah, up here. Okay. I'm slowly learning where these colors match up on the box. Oh, Malbell, thank you. Thank you. I do need to stretch. See, this is where I would forget. I'd stand up to stretch. Oh, good. Camera doesn't go that low. Oh, I did need to crack my back. I'd probably grow as a streamer. I mean, I'm doing pretty well not getting those kinds of trolls very much. But if I were to show up on stream without pants actively, might be an issue. Oh, I missed one. But thank you, I did need that stretch. I keep forgetting. And then I'll finally move after streaming. It's like, oh yeah, this chair really hurts. I need to stop doing that. Oops. Hot tub streaming. I have heard about that. If I had a hot tub, I probably would. I was hoping to be able to stream in my garden as I get that set up. I mean, I did put underwear on. But I also had to put underwear. 2 years after you get into shape. I'm sure you're in perfect shape right now. As I've told my dad and other people, we're all in pandemic body right now. Like, if anyone's complaining about your body shape, that's on them. They can look away. They can walk away. Because last year, I was like self-conscious to go lay in my yard and sunbathe. But I'm like, who cares? I can't go anywhere. If my neighbors are grossed out by me sunbathing in my yard, they cannot look out their window. That's what we're doing now. So after another year of that, like, heck yeah, I'm going to be sunbathing. I put on a few pounds. If they got a problem with it, keep on walking, sugar. Just keep on walking. No one's making you look. Where's Light? How are you? Oh, thank you for stopping by. I hope you sleep really well. Ooh. Have good dreams. Yeah, my property isn't very big. And it's pretty exposed. So, again, if people don't like it, just keep walking, sugar. You can close your blinds, you can turn around, like there are so many other options. If you want to take the time out of your day to complain about my body, I'm just not gonna sit here for it. Like, I got music, I'll turn it up. So if anyone wants to complain about anyone's body after a year of pandemic, send them my way. I will tell them off for you, gladly. Because this is not the time to be having any issues with how anyone looks. I have been told that I'm fairly well proportioned, but I'm a big girl. Like, I'm no size 2. I think I wear a size 16 pant, which technically makes me plus size. But I don't have a plus size figure. So no one really wants anything to do with me. I'm too big for the small sizes or the normal sizes. I'm too small for the plus size. So again, I'm just so over it. Like, no one can comment on my body or my weight. This is what it is. I don't have a problem with it, so you shouldn't, because it's not hurting anyone. She says right after saying that she would scar people by showing off her underwear. Ooh, there's a nice big section over here. Oh, yours hurts you. I mean, for my health, I should lose some weight. It's just, I tried really hard last year. I was doing all the exercising. I was calorie counting. I was eating healthy. Like, I was doing all the things. And in doing all the things, I gained 20 pounds in 2 weeks by cutting calories, exercising regularly, excessively, And then as soon as I stopped doing all the things, I lost 20 pounds. I don't know why. My body just refuses. So that's why I'm like, I don't have room for it. There's no room for anyone else to comment on my body. I've tried the things. I've done the things. I've worked out on the things. And this was after, so I had to go see a doctor. And of all of my doctors who might have commented on my weight, it was the one doctor that really shouldn't have. There was no reason to. And I went off on him. I'm like, I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I don't. I'm so sick of doctors commenting on women's weights. I'm sick of doctors commenting on anyone's weight. Unless there's a serious medical reason to make a comment, keep it to yourself, sweetie. We're aware how much we weigh. We're aware of what it looks like. I don't care. I was pissed. Like, I'll go into it. It was my gyno. And I was like, of all my doctors, I can understand my my normal doctor. Like, if I go in, he says, hey, your cholesterol is high, it might help if you lose weight. Or anything. But all my blood work's been fine, so he doesn't. I could understand my rheumatologist saying, hey, your joints are bad, you should probably lose some weight to help your joints. I'm aware. We've talked about it, I get it. They don't need to say it again. But the gyno is the one who had the gall after doing my yearly to be like, just so you know, your BMI is a bit high. I'm like, and what does that have to do with anything you're checking right now? Nothing. Keep it to yourself. I was pissed. I was straight up pissed. And it was also a new doctor too. Like someone, like even if it was a regular doctor I saw, but he was out of town, so I had to see someone new. I'm like, this is the first time we're seeing each other. You don't know me. This was already awkward. And then you want to, as you're leaving the room, comment on my weight? No. And I normally don't write reviews, but that doctor got a review. Because that was so unnecessary. So yeah, like I said, if anyone wants to come at you about your weight, send them my way. Even if it's yourself. If you're feeling down on yourself about your weight, you want me to pick you up, I will fight you for you. It's fine. Yeah, when I was so prepared for like any of my other doctors to do it when I had to catch up on all my appointments, and none of them did, and I was all excited. So when it came to the gyno, I'm like, why? Why even mention it? That has nothing to do with the fact, like, even if you're gonna try and say, oh, your BMI is high, so it's gonna make it difficult to bear children. Okay, I've been single for 2 years. I'm not active. Like, we've already discussed all the things. My weight has zero bearing on anything you're checking right now. You're literally just checking to make sure that it's healthy. And my weight does not affect the health of things down there. Thank you. Move along. Sorry if that was TMI. It was also probably because, again, after this was 8 months into lockdown when I finally went to see the doctors and everything. And just years and years of seeing doctors and dealing with this stuff. Like, any of the others, I was prepared. I just was so not prepared for that one to bring it up. And he probably went home. It's like, I had the weirdest patient today. She went off on me. And then I could understand if he were to block me on social media. Understandable. I went off on him. But no. No idea why people block me. I don't see any more of this color. But I know I've got to be missing something. Oh, there's some. I knew it. I'm always missing some. I'm glad I can make you laugh. I appreciate you, dear. I still need to come out and visit you because the sandwich I made was okay. But it looked nothing like the sandwich you had. I'm still thinking about that. It's probably bad, but I do equate you with that sandwich and Pokemon cards. And I haven't been able to see any Pokemon cards in forever because you start so late for me. Are you gonna try and stream this weekend, Jer? Don't be sorry. I love it. Pokemon cards and a delicious sandwich. I am so not mad to come into your stream and be like, Pokemon cards! Sandwich! It's okay. When I think of Beard Foo, I think of dogs. Because he always has his dogs on the bed behind him. And they're also in his profile pictures. And his About Me section. Ooh, you're gonna be on tonight? Good. Awesome. So I might take a nap because by the time you go live, it'll be time for me to go to bed. So if I take a nap after I stream, then maybe I'll actually be able to catch it. I don't know about you guys, but this soundtrack is definitely putting me to sleep. I'm not mad at it. But with the weather cooling down a little bit, it's finally a little less humid. Very nice. Oh, that's white. I want to save the white. Oh, I missed a bunch of the last color I did. I should work on that some more. Even though I can't get the camera to focus quite right, at least it shows the color pretty well. Let's see. No. Oh, now I ruined it. I ruined my very precarious setup. I was hoping I might be able to get a little closer, but no. That's okay. I don't know why, but this makes me want to play Animal Crossing. I haven't wanted to play that in a while. Like, I super burned myself out on that game. But now lately, I kind of want to play again. Ooh, let's do purple. We've done some red, done some green. Probably. I think you'd like it. A lot of people equate it to Stardew Valley. If we did the Harvest Moon games, it's a lot like that. I normally like them. It's just, like I said, I played it a lot. So I burned myself out. Played a lot. If I can open it, jeez. Come on, purple. Yeah, they're really chill games. They're really repetitive. There's really no ending to it. You just kind of keep going forever and ever. You collect things to keep getting more things. Like, there's little events that they added with the latest one. So it's fun. It's just very repetitive. And it's kind of meant to be played like maybe half hour to an hour a day. But it was one of the first games that used real time. So it synced with the GameCube timing system. And so when it was nighttime for you, it'd be nighttime in game. If it was January for you, it'd be January in game. So for the bugs and fish you catch, a lot of them you can only get certain times of year. So that was one of the really cool things for it when it first came out, and then a lot of other games picked up that technology from Nintendo. It's just Animal Crossing did it first. So now that they've added to it with the Switch, they have certain events for like Easter, and then the days leading up to Easter, you can hang out with the Easter Bunny and collect Easter eggs and stuff for limited edition items. There was a big countdown for New Year's that they did. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's just repetitive. Which isn't a bad thing. I just get bored easily. It was really cool to have my mom take an interest in the game, because it's something that, like I said, I've known since GameCube and have played since GameCube. So there have been quite a few different iterations of the game. And then for her to take an interest, and she's been playing it like nonstop since Mother's Day last year. Absolutely obsessed with the game. It's like, yeah, you could have been playing it for years. Look at what things can do these days. Technology is crazy. They are putting really funny updates in the game too. Like the developers have a lot of fun with the text and the chat options between the characters. So it's pretty funny to kind of see these little gems they put in there for the adults. Nothing completely inappropriate, but a lot of it goes over the heads of the children. Something I forget about, so a lot of times I just skip over any text anytime I have to talk to someone. But I'll see people post online like the weird things the characters will say to each other. And you know it's just the developers having way too much fun. If that's even possible. Okay, where's the next set of purple? Beardfoo, hello. How are you? I was talking about you earlier. Ooh, I just need to hold white stuff next to my face. It makes me look super tan. Ooh, that makes me look washed out. There we are. Back up here. I think it's going well. We're just doing some painting, hanging out, nice little chill stream on Friday, getting ready for weekend, gearing up for party time. Okay, so I know there. Where's farthest? But how have you been, Beard? I've been watching your updates on like Twitter. Looking for you online. I know you've been taking some time. Which it's always good. It's good to take some time. Party time. I don't know if I will be. We'll see. I might. Probably tomorrow. I don't typically drink, but maybe I will treat myself. What I really want right now is a margarita. But I don't have anything for margarita. No tequila, no lemon. I have salt. I don't even have ice. But talking with Unstable Pisces' crowd yesterday got me in the mood for a margarita. Soon enough. Soon enough. My thing is, I just don't... What are you smoking? No, I don't smoke. I have asthma and lung problems, so no smoking anything for me. But I don't drink alone, and I live alone, so I don't drink. It's just not enjoyable for me. It's more something I like to do socially and just hanging out. Even if it's just a friend or two. But yeah, like I've never even just gone to the bar and had a drink by myself, even though there are other people around drinking. It's just something that's never really been on my agenda. But after I'm vaccinated, oh yeah, I will be going and getting a drink at the bar, even if it's by myself. So yeah, with pandemic, I just haven't really wanted to or seen any reason to drink. So I've had like a couple glasses of wine, I think, in the last month. Of wicked tuna? What is that? Sounds like an anime. Is it an anime that I'm missing? I'm so behind on all of my anime. I need to catch up. Maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. Instead of being productive and going into my garden, I'll watch anime. On Disney Plus? I'll have to check. I haven't been on Disney Plus much. I watched the first 2 episodes of Falcon. But I think they're on episode 4 now. So I'm a couple episodes behind. I still haven't watched the latest season of Mandalorian. I did watch WandaVision. Yeah, I have quite a bit to do on Disney Plus. It's not my go-to. I tend to stick with Hulu, and then if I'm caught up on Hulu, I go to Netflix. And very rarely is anything left over from there. If it is, then I tend to go to Amazon Prime. And then I'll try to remember to go to Disney Plus. Like, people have to actively remind me about Disney Plus. But I'm glad you're doing well, Paired Foo. Hanging out with your dad and your stepmom. Getting your chillax on. Are you enjoying the weekend already? Getting some drinks or whatever. Whatever you prefer, as long as it's legal. Not encouraging illegal activities here. just remembered all my windows are still open. My neighbors are probably like so confused. I think as much as I want to keep going after this color, I'm gonna have to call it. My hand's starting to cramp. There have also been a lot of birthdays this week, which I think is kind of interesting. I don't know why I find it interesting, but it is to me. I just like patterns. Patterns intrigue me. And one pattern I noticed is there were a lot of birthdays this week. But none of my friends who are due are this week. They're due in the next couple weeks. I am going to try and keep this schedule all of April, but I think in May I'm going to try changing up my schedule a little bit. So we'll see how things go. It's just before I started streaming, I used to cook on Sundays, and I think that might work a little better for me still. So maybe next month I'll try changing what day I cook. I feel bad changing things up, but at the same time, I'm still pretty small, so I'd rather try things out now and see what works. And hopefully not drive you guys too crazy in the meantime. But obviously if it's a problem, let me know. I just want to try things out for curiosity's sake. Not trying to ostracize anyone, because I'm curious. I don't know why, but this song makes me think of the Kingdom Hearts series. I've been watching someone play Kingdom Hearts 3 recently. And man, does it make me want to replay the first two so that I can play the third. Because I do not remember what is going on at all. And it does kind of suck with DMCA because he has to skip all of the music scenes because Disney. But it's still fun to watch. Even without those cutscenes, you can still get a pretty good idea of what's going on. But since I haven't played the games in so long, and I missed the beginning of him playing it, kind of missed a lot of the setup, so I'm a little lost as to the premise of this one. I think it's all the purple in that section, so there's a little bit in the wing and then down here. I did too much cooking this week. Not really, but my hands are still sore from Wednesday and all that cooking. And then I've also been working on my digital recipe book some more, so I'm through January. Hopefully I can get through February before Tuesday. If not further, because I have a lot of recipes to transcribe. Like a lot. It's a little overwhelming how many recipes I have to transcribe. But it's also fun, because once it's done, that'll be a really, really good utility to have. So random question for all of my people hanging out. I know a lot of you are also streamers, and a lot of you, I watch your streams as well. So I do have something that's constantly in the back of my mind. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But I do worry that people come out only because they've spent so much time in their channels is that something like you do feel obligation to come hang out, or is it something that's like mostly just in my head? And I'm just curious, like how you guys feel about that, because like I know Beard, you'll hang out in If and When's, and If and When I'll hang out in his, and like I assume it's just because you guys are friends and like hanging out. But is there any part of it where you kind of feel like you have to? That's not the right phrasing. Where you kind of feel like some sort of obligation or expectation to reciprocate spending time in someone else's stream? Because I do worry that like people feel like they have to come out just because I spend time there. And like I choose to spend time there, not because I expect them to come here. But that's one of those like potential toxic traits that I'm trying to watch for. Oh, I understand. Beard does have a pretty good beard. Like, what if you were to shave it though? Then do you have to praise his lack of beard? Or do you still have to praise the beard that's not there? In this weird alternate reality where Beard would ever shave his beard. His chest beard. Oh no. Oh, gross. That was fantastic and absolutely revolting. Thank you. Ugh, chest beard. His chest beard. What weird phrasing. I feel like someone now needs to make a call to action on social media to show off chest beards. That would be pretty fantastic. Just saying. Because same thing, like social media and the media tends to show off like men with hairless chests. But men have pretty hairy chests. So like, body positivity, own it, show it off. Show me those chest beards. Maybe it's just me. I think it'd be funny though. I can just imagine like 2 years from now this is up on YouTube and someone starts posting like a bunch of pictures of chest beards. That'd probably make my day, not gonna lie. I just wake up to like spam of comments of chest hair. Vexy, hello, how are you? Your chest beard is as sad as your face beard. Aww. If and when, send me a picture and I'll praise your chest beard. Baxi, thank you so much. My allergies are going crazy today. Oh, come on, if and when. You can do it. You don't have to, though. I'll just wait till you stream and then your nipples are too hairy. I'll just make it awkward when you're streaming later. It's okay. I can wait. Just you wait. Beard and I will be begging for your hairy nip pics. In just a few hours, when you go live, we'll wear you down eventually. Not really, because consent is important. No means no. So again, if you don't want to, don't do it. But I can guarantee that we will at least teasingly ask for it. Okay. Like I said, just wait. When you go live in a couple hours. I will gladly build up your self-confidence for you. I will gladly be your hype man. I got you. You just have to let me know where the line is so I don't make it too awkward. 1 awkward is okay, but 2 awkward, no. These details are so tiny. There. Line, yes. You just have to be open and honest, so if I'm approaching or crossing the line, you just tell me. And I will just keep pushing it until you tell me. As long as you enthusiastically agree to these terms, I will be your hype person. Are you playing Valheim later? Because I really am super curious to see all the work Pogo and Opal have done on your server. I haven't been on all week. It's kind of a problem. And by kind of, I mean it's definitely a problem. Going through Valheim withdrawals. Play Valorant first? That makes sense. No, it's because you love Valorant. Should get you to play Dead by Daylight. Would you play that one? That's not a horror game. It's not a spooky game. You get to kill people and things. Not that I really need yet another game to distract myself with. I've got too many already. I think we're almost done with this color. Oh, I did miss some over here. Okay, I think. Hesty, hello, thank you. Yes, I've got the blue, I've got purple, and then I got pink that's starting to fade. So I'm gonna try getting these roots done again this weekend. And this turned more brown over a week, so I don't know. But thank you. I'm very pleased with how it turned out as well. How are you doing? Any big plans this weekend? Play some games. Might even stream. Ooh. What games are you thinking of playing? Anything in particular? On or off stream, I should specify. These details are so small you guys can't even see it. Playing Ark? Yeah, I've been watching some people playing Ark lately. I don't know much about it. I just see that they're playing it and I'm trying to catch on. But I'm normally half paying attention to the gameplay. But it does seem pretty popular lately. Is it a new game? Because I haven't even gone as far as to see like when it came out and where you get it and developers and stuff. Let's see, am I missing any other spots? So this is what we're working on. There. It's been out for a while. I'll have to look into it more because I have been seeing quite a bit about it. I got those purples. And I got those purples. Oh, there's one more up here that I missed. And then a few in the face. Okay. I mean, most games can be fun. Is it? It looked like a multiplayer if I'm thinking of the right game. Is that right? Like an online multiplayer? It's a new to me game, but I've been a bit more obsessed with, oh gosh. Jamie was playing it this week, and then McQueeb's been playing it. I just added it to my Steam wish list, and now I can't think of the name of the game. I hate when that happens, when I'm like, oh, I'm really interested in this thing, and then suddenly I can't remember the thing that I was even interested in. I think that's it for this color. Which means there's still a lot to go. Holy moly. But I won't be able to do it today. No, I appreciate it. I'm just gonna call it a night here, so I'm gonna raid off. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great evening at work and have a wonderful weekend. I'll look for you going live. Well, let's see. Let's see who's on right now and who we want to show. Speaking of ARC, yeah, we'll go ahead and raid this person. They're very close to affiliate, so just be kind, show some love, and then hopefully can help that last little push. There we go. All right. So thank you all for hanging out. I am done for the evening. Please stick around for a quick raid to Lixie. Like I said, she's so close to hitting affiliate. She's at 2.9, so we're just trying to get that little bit above. Oh, nope. Lixie just went offline. Never mind. How about no? Yes. All right, Pisces is definitely a mature rated stream. So, please be aware, he's playing Dream Daddy right now, which is a really fun game. Please, again, show some love. We love our unstable Pisces. Thank you all for hanging out. I will hopefully see you Monday for some more gaming, Tuesday for some chatting, Wednesday for cooking, and next Friday for more painting. In the meantime, it's time for this errand to go.